expression of love he can ever express in his life is placed on me. His attention, his love attention is on me, not on anybody, not on anything. He loves me so much, therefore I will deliver him. Not I might. God is saying his deliverance is certain. See, if his love is certain, if his love is unquestionable, my delivering power towards him will be unquestionable. He said, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high. So it means that the level of your love, the level of your love for God, where you set your love for God will determine where God will set you. He said, I will set him on high because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and what will I do? I will answer him, and I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him. And not just deliver him, I will place honor on him. He can't love me lavishly, and I will not lavish my honor on him. So to lavish your love on God is to attract God lavished honor. It means to love God unquestionable. It means the love that God cannot doubt, that man can't doubt. You love him to the end that they say, this man, is something wrong with you? Unquestionable love. The love that does not brass when God requests is unquestionable love. The love that does not use sense is unquestionable. Oh, okay. When I say sense, I mean sense. Because sense can't love God the way God should be loved. God is saying, when he set his love upon me, the love that is beyond human reasoning, that you don't know why you do the things you do towards him. If you ask me, I am drunk in love towards him. I don't know why I can be able to sacrifice some things. Like my father said, if it is possible to enter offering box, say, God, take me as offering, I would have done it. Because I think there is nothing in my hand that I can give that will be enough. A songwriter just sang, my brother and friend. He said, I am not the offering. We had the sacrifice, now I'm the sacrifice. So we must understand that we get to the level where we have our love for God is undying, unquestionable. If you want to see answers, unhindered answer, enter that realm of unquestionable love. You look at the way God, the way God is handling things for some person, you begin to wonder. Check their love rate, their measurement of love towards God. If you can get the realm of love, the measurement of love, you can get the realm of God's flow. Deep, undying, and unquestionable love towards God. John chapter 14 verse 23. Jesus answered and said unto him, if a man love me, he will do what? Keep my words. And my Father will do what? Reciprocate the love him, and it will come unto him and make our stay in him. Number 2, okay, let me just explain. What are the proof of loving God? I love God, I love God. What are the proof? Number 1, I'm thinking on number 1, okay? Number 1 is undying and unquestionable love towards God. So what are the proof to show that a man loves God or that you love God? Number 1A, keeping his word. He said, if you love me, he will keep my word. And by keeping his word, you are giving God pleasure. Obeying his instruction. Not doubting what he is saying. Number 1B, by spending time with him. Luke chapter 6 verse 12. Projector, you will help us. Luke 6 verse 12. Luke chapter 6 verse 12. And it came to pass in those days that he went out into a mountain to do a prayer, and continued all night in prayer. To who? So the sign that you love God is spend quality time with God. They just made one announcement now. And you see people, they are struggling to come to church. People in Burma they don't have love. Their love for God is listen, if you want to know the love that are questionable, check when circumstances happen. We've not seen temptation. You see, they are checking, they are controlling. They know they can make it. Watch them. They will still go to supermarket tomorrow. Or some of them will go to supermarket. They will still go and visit the but they can't come to church. And it's not there. Some are even trying to make some people not to come too. Say, you have to go to a place close to you. You have to do this. They will check. Even when you make everything available, you won't see some of them. Some people are so addicted to God that they will enter the fire to serve God. Start the fire there. Is that place? That's the place of fellowship. Yes. Inside the fire. Oh, no challenge. So far I will meet God there. Then we enter the fire. There are people in China risking their life going to underground church. They know if they are caught, their life is finished. They risk it. It is called undying love. You don't love God until you take some risk. Don't love God. Go. You see something that said the weather is cold, everywhere is blocked. But check out if they want to go and buy something, they'll go to supermarket. So their stomach is a priority. God is not a priority. Listen, coming to church, you are not helping church, you are not helping God, you are helping yourself. Before I left my home yesterday, I left my home with the mindset that if it's only 2 people that comes to church, shout or praise, I will shout to God. He has done so much for me that no government can restrict me. And God is not even restricting anybody. What if they start to restrict? Undying love. Thank God for the government we have here. They do not even go to church issue. What of in nations where they say don't go to church? Specify it. They've not even taught church. Oh. Some people now ask, I do my church at home, online church. There is nothing like online church. When the Bible said, he said when they come together, not forsaking the assembly. The assemblies, you cannot have the assemblies online. They are bringing these things so that to distract believers. Online church, and many people are being fooled with it. It is not the same thing, no. From mentality now begin to be online church, online pastor, no responsibility. No pastor God cannot hold a man responsible for your life because he does not know you. Pastor is ministry, maybe you are sleeping, or you just do one thing, go to kitchen, put tomatoes in your mouth, put apple in your mouth. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. They are trying everything to neutralize the power of God. You think these people don't know what they are doing? When you cross over with declaration, it has effect. When it comes to strategic seasons, strategic time that the people of God gather to do, they will bring one law. And you don't understand what they are doing. You think what we are doing in the church is joke? Why do you think those people that call themselves Illuminati park from this place? If we are joking, they will park. Even we did not know they were existing here. But they still park, they say we drove them. So that is to tell you, every time the church gather, power is released. So if your love for God is unquestionable, you will not have that drive to be in the house of God. I am addicted. I'm an addicted church goer. I am an addicted church goer. If sleep is catching me, I prefer to come to church, sleep in the church. Knock me 20 times. Such as tell, hey, you are sleeping. You say, yes, it's better I sleep in the church than to sleep at home. Addicted church goer. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. Let us be on the internet and watch. There is the Bible did not. He said, I will build my church. God spoke about his house, not online. The house of God cannot be online. Don't let them deceive you. And the problem of the church today, I was telling some set of persons online yesterday when we were praying. The problem of the church today is that Satan has disguised into the church as spiritual leaders, and they are trying to create example. We are good men. We are the example, and people are looking at the wrong example to follow. Do church online. So they say yes, they are obedient. They are doing this. Government has not touched church. Some persons now, their love are questionable. risk. I won't drive, I won't get people, I don't want them to. And so what? And so what? Your love is questionable. If you cannot take risk from God, and he stayed in his presence. I don't understand some of the full benefit of spending time with God in his house. Number 1C. Number 1B is keeping his word. Number 1C. Number 1A is keeping his word. Number 1C, spending time with him. Number 1C, fruit producing kingdom service. This has to do by running errands in the house of God. Fruit producing kingdom service. There are people that God is carrying answers and looking for. And when God gets to them, the angel of the Lord will ask them, what do you are telling them they need this thing? God said, well, take your own, but I'll give you another one. Solomon was asking something, God said, I will still give you another one. Because he had expressed his love towards God. And God found out that the reserve is not fitting for other people but Solomon. May God find you qualified to take the extra. Some people are living the holy life, but they lack genuine love for God, so they can't get God extra. When I say holy life, not religious holy life. Religious holy life. I'm not talking about spiritual. Religious holy life. They don't lie, they don't fornicate, they don't do anything, but they don't go extra with God. So that's why you see their life moving tattered as if they are not coming to church. You wonder the prayer they have been praying since, where is the answer? That is not to say you don't need to live those life. Live those life plus. That's what I'm saying now. Fruitful, producing kingdom service. Walking in the house of God. Carrying God's work in your head. David's king was speaking. He said, I'd rather be a gatekeeper in the house of God than to be in the house where they are celebrating and doing something else outside God's presence. So if a king is saying, I prefer, instead of me to be outside, let me be a gatekeeper. That is a king. Are you wondering why God always answers him? Fruit kingdom service. Addicted to service. Consciously and unconsciously, we do some things we don't understand. Enter my father's house and something is lacking. Anywhere in the world I go, anywhere in the world, including TICC, I walk. And I pity many believers that shift the work for people. Something you can do, you are a boss in the house of God. Get ready. You'll be surprised that the level you're supposed to fly, you are not flying. God will say, this your ego. I will break it. By lifting people from under you, on top of you. I will be breaking your ego. Addicted kingdom service. Can't be in the church for 2 years, you are not in any department. 1 year, they don't know you in any department. Cell group, you are not in cell group. You are not functioning. You are such a big lady or big man that you come to church just like, I don't want to do anything, so that they will not talk. Hear me? When you start to work for God, people will talk. So that people will not step on my toe. Which toe do you have? What do you think you have?